volume's going to be, because like I'm on a bit of a main road. So I mean, like maybe I'll take a side street in a minute. Let me just turn the chat on, because it's not all windy out here, like as you can see, my hair and everything else. So yep, I had to go somewhere where I had signal, and I thought now that I'm back on the in the saddle of live streaming, I might as well give it a little go. So yeah, I mean, this is really a sightseeing. Hi Chris. This, yeah, I mean, yeah, you'll get to see some stuff. If I see anything pretty, I'll point it at you. If the church is open, like technically I could just get on the bus now. What I will do is get on the bus shortly, because I have to go to St Paul's for something, and I don't know that they have a signal in the crypt. However, even when I get on the bus, I'll get off early and show you the approach to it. It's really impressive. Oh, it's pretty nice and awe-inspiring and all the good shiz. So I'm so sorry, I'm just smoking a fag. Oh my gosh, that's like something out of a comedy show from the 80s, I just thought. All right, 2 seconds. Hi, Baron. Okay, so I guess I will show you the approach to Bishopsgate. So in the city of London, not London, the city of London, which is a city within the city. And it's a corporation, actually. We won't go into that, that's a bit dubious. But yeah, so within the city of London. Hi, Express Pearl Malachite. I know, it's an illusion. Check your specs. So, oh no, I thought I missed my opticians. It's not today. So let me just smoke this coffee up. Yeah, there used to be gates around the central city. Hi, love all my moms. Yeah, there used to be gates, toll gates, and one of them was the Bishopsgate. That's where I was going with all of that. I can't remember all of them. I used to be able to do this, like, pour into other people's stuff. But there is Aldersgate and Aldgate and Cripple and there's Bishopsgate, and there is it'll come to me anyway. So let me just not die. Yeah, I was about to show you the illuminator. Let me just get over the road, because I think Jesus will be cross with me if I die, just for like no reason. Okay, so yeah, that's not really it. Right, I'll turn you, no, because now it just looks all crappy again. Ah, shucks, I'm never going to make it as a tour guide. Okay, so let me put my finger on the chat thingamajig. Hatton is fine. Like, I didn't speak directly with her, but somebody in my... I'm so sorry, it's going, I'm throwing it away. Yeah, somebody in one of my groups, I didn't see it for a couple of hours, and it just said, oh, this is all unfolding at the moment, blah, blah, blah. And then I called up, I messaged a guy. Man like Kate, how about for coffee? Maybe. Right, so where was I going with that? Yeah, I messaged a guy who's often with her, and I said, is she okay? And he said, of course. And I said, you were with her? And he said, of course. So that was reassuring. And he did say there was a bit of Chinese whispers, even though I don't know if that's cultural appropriation, but who cares? Yeah, so he sent me a little short clip from his vantage point, and it was just those like a YTS trainee WWE wrestler type kids, the ones who every time they're on camera, Palestine, the whole of Palestine goes, oh, what a relief, we're saved. Yeah, those guys. So, and they were dancing, and they were, I don't know, man, it's just embarrassing really, but it so often is when it comes to that stuff. So yep, she's fine, and I would definitely know if it were not the case. So that's good. And also I know that there's somebody who's very often praying for her and for me, so that's like nice. Right, I'm going to go on the other side of I'm not going to die again. Yeah, so I'm going to go on the other side, and I know like there's a view that is on a TV ad actually. Yeah, it's quite, I mean, you can see behind me actually some of it. You can see the St Mary's Act. No, you can't. What a fibber. You can see a load of, you can't even, let me get over the other side and then the lighting will be better. Right, chit chat again, because it keeps going. I wonder if there's a way to keep the chat on the screen. If there is, I'm just not that tech guy. Right, whoops. Okay, we're getting there. I'm too much of a, like, not a perfectionist, but yeah, SM, some, water, g'day mate, etc. That's all I can say. Oh, yeah, I can say something about a barbecue and, yeah, whatever. So, hello, all the way over there. You right, green tea? Troy, I know it's such a, like, it is a blessing. You have to remember that the verse about no weapon formed against you. I mean, it's easy to kind of doubt that a little bit when you look at Nigeria and stuff. However, like, I'm of the opinion more so, yeah, the more I think on it, that the spiritual weaponry, like, because it says we fight not against the flesh, and we, you know, we fight against the spiritual darkness in high places. So I think, yeah. And also the weapons, like the knife breaking is pretty rad when you think of it, when what could have happened could have been so much more, like, distressing. But anywho, now let me turn you around and I guess I'll, yeah, so this is, I mean, it's so big that I can't, oh yeah, I can. Right, that's quite bright. Yeah, and then that, I mean, the construction is, it's a wonder London isn't finished yet. They're always building something. That looks like a good place to be sitting, except for that lot. I mean, when they're done, eventually. So anyway, oh, I can't even see my own screen properly. In the distance, you can see like a bullet-shaped, maybe it's sitting on its end, a bullet. That's St Mary's Axe, as the gherkin in the colloquial. And just before that, those tiny buildings in the foreground, as it were, those are like original from, I want to say, the 17th century. I may be out, you know, I think one of them, whoops, maybe 18th, 17th something, as it were. Yeah, let's get down there. So yeah, this is Bishopsgate. People call it Liverpool Street, but it's really not. But that's just the kind of boring shizzle I know. So, I don't know if you can see the artwork clearly delineated yet. There's a big face, half a face. Yeah, let's get a bit closer. Anywho, right, let me turn the chat on because that's ridiculous. I'd love to, Chris. You don't understand how much I need to get on a plane. I usually go away, well, moderately, like very frequently compared to other people. And I was looking at Canada from years ago. I was looking at that, but because David Lynn has helped me, like, oh my gosh, a lot. I did briefly look into like settling there, but that was not, I mean, that was pre her catalogue model Premier, before Justin Trudeau started with his people kind crap. But then again, they do need people to like stand up and, you know, counter that. And there are some very good Canadians on the case, but they're such nice people. They need some Londoners over there making a bit of noise. Because I made a video with 2 Canadians on Sunday. That was a blessing. That'll be on SOCO soon. One of them is a former Muslim, and one of them has come back to the faith more strongly. Like, he watched SOCO and me and Bob, and like he felt emboldened, and he was saying prior to me recording, just in a like our just general chit chat, like how, and I know the feeling, like how it can be, you know, if you take it on face value, already Christianity is like diminished and demeaned and insulted quite casually, you know, like just whatever, mocked. And also you find that representatives, like such as the clergy, they don't seem to have any fire and brimstone anymore. Like, it's not PC or, you know, like, and it's just embarrassing. And it's kind of a feminized, I am definitely not Bob. But it's the like the Bible says, I'm not ashamed of the gospel, and I'm not anymore. Like I don't think I was ever ashamed, but I felt a little bit embarrassed or a bit cheesy or a bit, I don't know. Right, let's come back to me because I'm getting like the sun in my eyes business. Right, look. I wonder if I just saw an option on my phone that, I don't know, maybe they didn't take it off and they demonetized me. Yeah. I had to, oh, you can pray about that if you want. Why didn't I turn the camera on? What a wally. Yeah, you could, if that's all right with you lot, because yeah, they're just YouTube. Like, what can you do with it? Anyway, this building, I showed you that in the last one. It's one of my favourite buildings. Let's have a go. No, the buses are never going to leave me alone. Hold on. Right, that, and there is right on time. Exactly. Either way, maybe I'll post you some pictures of it. But someone's got to remind me, because I love saying stuff like, yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that. It's not like fibs, but I can't. I can't remember after. And I'm like, I can't watch the whole stream again just to find out. So, anywho, let us pray. No, let us get a bit further in, and I'll show you some stuff, and then we have to get on the bus. I'm afraid they won't charge you. It's okay. Like, I'll pay for all of us. But yeah. So, someone asked me a question or talked to me, because I had a few things going on lately that have been distracting me a lot of time. Chris, are you mental? Chris, are you a mental patient? Not in a million. Nope. It's like, I'm not into inadvertently doxing or doxing like intentionally. Like, no. I mean, maybe one day we'll do a link up, but she's very busy and I'm allegedly busy, but I haven't done any uni work, so yeah. Chris, I'm all taken up. I mean, I care, but I'm here for you. I'm just not there for you, if you see what I mean. I'll be over here doing something else for you. So yeah. Right, I love a siren. I really miss them when I'm not in London, so weird. Right. Hope they're all right, whoever it is. At the moment, SM, may I call you S? Yeah, at the moment, theology, biblical, biblical studies, theology. Before that, metaphysics. Before that, critical reasoning. Before that, amnesia. No. Before that, there was social sciences. There was like an amalgamation of all of the previous studying I'm done to convert it into COTS points, which is a credit accumulation trust. No?
Sorry about it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's I don't know what the Australian version is. The European is ECTS, but it's kind of redundant. So yeah, philosophy. I went to philosophy after. Social science is just the most Marxist nonsense, but I have got a background in one of the disciplines, so I thought that would be easy, and it was. Bill, I've just been killing time till you got here, babes. Yes, I did that, and then philosophy just hurt my brain. Gave me a deeper respect for David Wood. I was just like, bruv, how do you, wow. Like, it's, I'm not unintelligent, but it's, I prefer disciplines where there is a right answer and a wrong answer, if you know what I mean. And philosophy is like, what is the question? You know what I mean? And metaphysics as well. Okay. Oh, what's that? What is that? Excuse me. Okay, so let's just... Hi, Johan. I was just trying to remember how to say hello in Swedish, but not pretend. Like, I got a lot of languages I can do, but I never tried Swedish. No, meatballs is probably the only thing I can say. And that's, the Italians are all going, what? That's ours. But yeah, so that's just passing that where it just said Bishopsgate. That's St Boltops without, i.e. outside of Bishopsgate. So that's an indication of how, well, it would be of how small the original city was. For example, one of the parish churches where many of my ancestors were baptized and married, some of them. That's like just a testimony to God's forward planning and inspiration, because did I found a better place for the volume? Yeah, because when it was like when the inspiration came to the builders, it was built, it's like quite a sizable church. But when you look at the ordnance maps, which is the other kind of interesting stuff I like to do, when you look at them from like maybe the 1800s, it's fields. There's no like residentials, it's just fields around. So I mean, it's a little bit like if you build it they will come, but also like God had it in his mind that was going to be a central point. And it's a lovely church. The vicar, like I knew him for many years. He's not there anymore, very sadly. But yeah, let's sit down for a minute, because I was going to go full London then. Let's just say warm. Right, what view we got? That's too big to get on the camera. Let's have a go. Oh, my phone's going to fall out of its thingy. No, can we get to the top? Yeah, there it is. And then we've got that one. And then we come down to like the older. There's some livery stuff, i.e. like coats of arms. Don't know if you can see it. It's like there. I'll show you them as we go past. Oh, Jacko. What a question. Yeah, so he I really feel like I'm going to take my coat off. Hi, Mickey. I hope you're doing all right, lovey. Yeah, he sent me a message on YouTube, because he does not have my contact details by design, and like made it sound really serious, and like, how do I get in touch with you? And this is my Insta. And like I missed that meeting. Or how do I get in touch with you? I've got to take my coat off, sorry. So I got one of like a young person that I know to go on there, and they sent me like the screenshots, and I knew it was him because they were all selfies and they were dating back years and years. And I was just like, bro. Either way, sent him a message saying this is my Skype. Like, and it sounded like it was life or death. Do you know what I mean? And then like he came back I don't know, the next day, like, oh, it's calm. I think that means like it's all sorted. And yeah, and then when I saw him Sunday, he'd been chucked out of the park, I think by the police. And then when I saw him again, just when I was coming back in, I went to the shops. I don't know. I said, like, you all right? What's the drama? Like, what can I do you for? And he's like, no, it's all. I can't even repeat his like kind of shizzle, but yeah, he was all fine. So I have no idea. Like some dramatic attempt to get my contact details, basically. But I mean, what's it like to be popular? Please, someone tell me. Because I can only imagine. Right, let me get my bag sorted out, because now I feel less sweaty, basically. Sorry to just like flop it on you like that, people. But it is quite warm, because my coat is like wearing a bin liner. It's like very insulated, which is a blessing. He is, Jacko, like, you know, originally, like, I think I mean, I don't want to be disparate. Yeah, I can be a little bit. First time I met him, like, I didn't know you could sidle on a bicycle, you know, like like talking out the side of his mouth and like making offers to me that, quite frankly, he shouldn't have been making. But yeah, he hasn't changed. So I thought he was like, I thought he was a bit of an actor, you know, like, for example, Alex Jones, like when his wife in court said like, oh, it's a persona. And I thought, like, please God, let this man be. Hi, Martin. I'm not even going to ask if the weather's warm, because you people make me sick. No, I'm joking. Either way, Mo is not joking. Like, that is Mo. I'm fearful of that, but it seems to be the case. So, you know, just goes to show God can use all different types of people. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. He just uses him mainly to grant me patience. Jacko. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not bragging, but colloidal silver, you know, like I was just like, bro, how many times? The segments were shorter than the ads in the end. And interdimensional, like, satanic sex goblins. I was like, okay. But yeah, I think his heart's in the right place, and he is a Christian, so I love him just for that reason alone. I think that's quite pretty. If the buses would all just stop, that would be lovely. See, like the autumn leaves type installation. It's quite pretty. Oh, sorry, lovey. After you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Right, let's go back. There's Christmas lights up already. Like I saw them in Oxford Street, and I was just like, wow. Haven't even had like All Saints Day / Halloween yet. And they're selling mince pies in the shops. So, and that's a danger sign for me, because as soon as they start doing the Bailey's cream, I'm afraid it's all finished for me until January. Basically, getting my Christmas body ready is really easy. Just lay there and eat. What time is it? Oh, where is there a clock? Give me a sec, I'll ask somebody. I've got it on my phone, but I just find out one of these extra friendly Londoners. I bet no one even wears a watch anymore. Right, let's get over there. Oh, you don't have the time, do you?
Just gone 25 past.
Excellent, thank you so much. 1:27, something like that, PM, afternoony. Right, I'm going to stay here rather than chance it. I don't like my chances of outrunning that bus, even though it's crawling along. I can see the top of the Shards now. I'm going to flick you round just as soon as I'm not endangering the body that God gave me and the life that He granted me. Right, here we go. Oh, I can't even see the doodah. Right. Oh, mate, it's very bright. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it because of the brightness. So that's like the walkie-talkie a bit on the side. Don't know the real name for that. They keep building them faster than I can like read up on them. I used to really like local history, like London especially, and I plotted out on a map all the places where my ancestors lived. And sorry, I just have to tighten my shoelace. Yeah, so I plotted them all out on a map, and then I went around and I got the ordnance surveys, and I got the kind of, you know, the feel of what it looked like for them and how it. There's a brilliant resource if anyone's got London ancestors or East London. It's by Charles Booth. It's called the Poverty Survey. It was like 18. Oh, I don't want to make it up. It was 18 something. He got a policeman because he was a bit of a puss, like he was a posh boy. So he got he got a policeman, and he went around the streets of mainly East London, and he colour coded them. And I only remember the ones that were like pertinent to me, but black with a line was semi-vicious, illiterate criminal types. So proud. But yeah, so and he just colour coded them, and it was so like offensive nowadays, so arrogant. But he meant well. Like he's a Salvation Army guy. So right, let me see that. Yes, she's fine. Christian Creed. If you scroll back through the live, through the comment. Oh no, actually, you'll just see the question again. Yes, she's absolutely fine. I promise. I don't fib. I don't fib anyway, but I wouldn't fib about that. If I do, I just say, oh my gosh, I'm lying. People look at you like you're a nutter. But sometimes it just slips out. Right. That's don't know what the heck. That's finished. That building, not the crane, but that thing. Reminds me like Mad Max landscape or some sort of weird dystopian. I'm not a fan. Like I don't mind it, like the Louvre in Paris, all the stuff's on the outside, but that's just not for me. I'm trying to cut down. Right, so we're at Leadenhall Market, basically. There's no point with these buses, they just drive me mental. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to end up walking all the way. Oh, exactly. Right, let me get in the alleyway. A minute. Right, let me show you. Yeah, or I could do with a drink or something to eat, but no. Let's do this. So that's Leadenhall Market, and I can't for the life of me remember. So let me think. Billingsgate, that was another gate. Boom, go on, Kate. Billingsgate Market, that's fish. Leadenhall, I know it. It's somewhere it's in the filing cabinet of my brain, but I've probably put it away to be able to fit more stuff in. It'll come to me in a minute. yeah, so also London has a traditional markets. There's like Petticoat Lane Market, that was fabrics, etc. And tut, basically, because the costermongers, the merchants, that's how we came up with Cockney rhyming slang, because basically we wanted to fleece fleece the punters, like, so they didn't know what we were talking about. Yeah, I don't know if that's really like interesting to anyone. It says, let's get in the shady bit. This is the site of Cross Keys Inn, which would have been a pub, and that was destroyed in the Great Fire, which is obviously 1666. And if you see, I don't know if you can, but around the edge of the framing it says the Corporation of the City of London, and it has the crest, which isn't an inverted crucifix in the top left, it's a sword. So, I mean, you know, I can't speak to if they noticed that kind of subliminal or whatever. But yeah, what can I say? It's my little London. I love it. Well, I love it more when I've just come back from holiday. But I'm learning to be grateful for the things. Well, I'm always grateful. Yeah, I am actually. Even, oh yeah, that's what I was going to come on to. Even when you feel like afflicted, like, and it's quite dramatic when you start thinking that as a Westerner, like, with no drama. But like, there is always a blessing in it, and if you're struggling with something, because I am at the moment, well, not struggling, yeah, I'm like pondering a lot, trying to work out how I'm not a wrong term, but I just found myself in a set of emotional something or other that, okay, maybe I could have kept walking, I wasn't really paying attention. However, like, I asked God, like, what, why, where did this all come from? And he said, I'll get back to you. Stop asking. But the point is that during those times, like, you're just not on your own, because what he's fostering in you is patience, peace, kindness, potentially to yourself, goodness, gentleness, faith, love, all the good stuff, all the fruits. And yeah, the reliance on him, and knowing that even if you stumble, even if you fall flat on your face or your ass, basically, then there is a Romans 8:28 around the corner. Sometimes it takes a few years. But yeah, I never look back, even to my darkest stuff, and think like, you know, when God grants me the understanding, then I'm like, oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. I couldn't have planned it any better. And it's always, oftentimes, like it has given me the ability to love people in a more like holistic way. Like, you know, you can't judge people just because they sin differently to you, but if you do have similar sin lives or pasts or presents or futures, you can you can connect with them in a way, and you can reach them more powerfully, hopefully. And that is why we are like, we're not of the world, but we're in it, and we're in it to win it, like for Jesus. So boom, etc. Where the heck I know where I am. I know exactly where I am, but why am I still walking? Is my question. I just had like a little flashback to when I was a kid, going like, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh, I don't want to walk." Okay, right, we're not there yet. And in fact, I'm not going over the river. So what have I done? Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I'm very close by. I'm normally on a bus at this stage. Okay, I know where I am. So I'm so sorry. Let's have a look up there while you're not watching me spluttering from the top. This is what I can see anyway. That, I should go back over. Sorry, I forgot you're not Londoners. That's the approach to South London, the other side. That's the bridge. One of the bridges. London Bridge, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? Yes, of course I am. It's London Bridge. And then actually this is where we are. Here. That's the River Thames, obviously. And we are going to, oh help me Jesus, how far away is it? Shizzle. Yeah, we're going up here and then off the map. That's distressing. Well, it's not. It's a blessing that I can walk and talk at the same time, quite frankly. But maybe we're going to jump on the bus. Maybe we can share the joy of London transport without the smells. Right. Let's just get out of the way. The buildings are lovely, but I can't keep starting because I've got so much to do. Oh, she said, not panicking. And yet, just take a breath. I'm going to, Bill. I'm really going to, because it's not going to affect the signal. And my little arm is crying, basically. And my body clock has changed significantly. Like, not naturally, but validly. Like, it's definitely worth, like, it's worth it. But I'm now on, like, some weird, I don't know, man, transatlantic time. And, yeah, and then, unfortunately, all of my neighbours and London is still on London time. I mean, call me crazy, but yeah, then, so that happens occasionally. I go to bed like 3.5, 4 hours before I get up and then cry and drink coffee and wonder if I could inject it somehow. Right. Oh, for God's sake, I sound like I need a ciggy, eh? Every time I think the chest infection is fully gone, it just sends me a little memo like, hi, do you remember me? Okay, so there's a building made out of Meccano, it seems. I used to have a handbag very similar to that, I seem to remember. Let's not judge me on the 90s. Or the noughties, actually. No, I was already in black by then. I was always in black. Yeah, that didn't change. But it is easier on the laundry. And yeah, I blame Morrissey, I reckon. I do love Morrissey. Still, I started listening to him again recently. And I caught myself feeling a bit teenage. Like quite dramatic. Darlings. And I was like, all right, chill out, love. Anywho, that's my oversharing a bit. Cool. I've swerved that one. There's a shop. Oh, well, let me just show you this. So we've got Fidelity. I apologise if anyone hasn't got an adult sense of humour. We've got Fidelity, and then we've got Tost. Oh, shizzle. Oh, what's that? Oh, I'm going here. Let's have a go. Sorry, I'm going to pause because I've got things to buy in the shop, and I keep promising myself I'm going to do it because Christmas is coming. So let's just have a butcher's. That is slang for look. Oh no, because it's butcher's hook. We never say this, the rhymey bit. Sod it, the building is missing. It used to be here, I think, but it's now landscaped. So let's just have a quick squeeze. Yeah, no, it's empty. Well, there's a dude sitting there looking at me like, what? Hi, Mohammed Hamdan. Ben, I spoke to him the other day. So this, hold on. Oh, it's very subjective, obviously. It says at the bottom, Godray. Oh no, that's in Welsh. I'm not even going to try it. At the tower end, far away from home, longing is a woman's song, an exile's silent song. All right then, maybe it sounds better in Welsh. Who knows? Let's get out. Ben and the COVID, yes. So I spoke to him maybe 2 days, 2.5 days. Yeah, he was more concerned, like his son basically is like very distressed, like he can't be as close to him while he's being forced to distance himself. So that's it's quite funny. He told me what his son was saying, and I was like, well, he's definitely your child then with that kind of logic. But I mean, obviously, the kid can get away with it because he's a kid. All right, so yeah, he's fine. He just, I think what was the word? Not fatigued, like groggy. That's what he said. He felt groggy. So it's not like the worst, the most virulent strain. If there is a strain, I can't be bothered getting into it. Oh, it's Christmas dinner season soon. I was thinking that in the pub Sunday. I was like, aha! I do like English food. It's weird because I don't often cook it. I often go like European. Sorry about the wind. Gee willikers. Yes, Healthily Skeptical. No, Healthily Skeptical. It's not open on a Sunday because otherwise I'd spend my time. Like I'd sort this shizzle out at the time. But the people that I'm buying for are definitely worth it. Like, so I feel like I don't mind sacrificing my time or anything, because they sacrifice theirs for me. So thank you. Okay. All right, so we are nearly there. Like, please God, we're nearly there. I'm going to show you like the approach I'm getting to as soon as we get past this. We're never going to get past the traffic bit because it's London. But there are little corners, like little rookeries, or, you know, we've got some lovely little alleyways. That sounds bizarre that I would know. But, you know, like from the days when everyone was kind of higgledy-piggledy, like living in very close proximity, and well, we still are, but just in a different way. Oh, I need a phone stop, but not that one. Shucks. Right, on my legs. Phil, where is the bus stop, mate? Someone point it out when I go past it. Yeah. Oh, we're basically there now, but oh, I need to get fit again. I used to go to the gym and everything. And then I did a hamstring, high orthodox more. And then I thought, sod it, I was fat in August, I'll be fat at Christmas, I'll just carry on after. And then COVID. I was like, shizzle. So yeah, right. I'm going to turn you right. I just got my first squiz at the Whispering Gallery at St Paul's. So, right, that big dome thing. If you ever watched British TV in the 80s, London Weekend Television, it wasn't this angle, but most certainly that was in the shot of like iconic Londonness. That's not a word, but I made it up. So my phone's ringing. They're going to have to. Oh shizzle! Well, they're going to have to go away. Don't know who they are. You're right. Sorry. This guy's waving at my camera. Right. Why did I apologise for that? That's odd. Okay. It's London again. So people tread on your feet and you're like, oops, sorry. Right, so that's a different church there. But the Corporation of London is like, it's a blessing in as much as they have retained almost. And there's another church in the background. See that? They have like per square. I don't know. Like I was going to say mile, but it is it's kind of like a square mile originally. But yeah, they have a density of churches that is a blessing. What are you saying? Yeah. Well, I mean, this is kind of down the city, so, and it's lunch hour-ish, so yeah. Oh gosh. Right. So yeah, we are definitely very close now. As you can see it. And I'm not dying one bit of unfitness. Okay, let's get down there. And then I think I won't have any signal in there. It's such a shame. Such a beautiful crypt. Maybe I'll take some still photos. Because they do have an online store. I don't work for them. Like, I'm not promoting them. I is just saying. Like, yeah, I can't even tell you what I'm going to buy. Because, like, yeah, let me come back to me a sec. I really like giving gifts. It's one of the love languages. Like I know that, but I just like it. Like I prefer giving the gifts. I still like getting them, but mainly if they're thoughtful. Like I always try to make them, yeah, thoughtful, not just like commercial nonsense. Doesn't matter how much it costs. It's how much like love is in it. Oh my gosh, I've gone all warm up. But yeah, right. So in a moment, we'll be able to get a better shot of St Paul's. Why would you have the window open when you're playing that card? Okay, never mind. Judge not, lest you be judged on your 80s playlist. Right. Let's, yeah, I wake up with a tune in my head every day. And it turns out this morning my inner DJ was like basically heckling me. I was like, he's nowhere safe. My own brain is just heckling me. It's quite funny though, because I always like, it keeps playing until I pay attention to the lyrics, and then I'm like, oh, my subconscious / God is trying to tell me something. Whoops. Still don't want to die. Call me a rebel. Don't call rebel. I mean, you can. It's better than some of the things I get called. Right, here we go. So, the place where oh, my arm. Thank God I just changed arms. Yeah, so the place, Liverpool Street, where I could have approached this from, I must have done a big, like, circular thingy-majig. Here is the absolute blessing of St. Paul's. Love it. It's such a, like, I felt so happy when I came out of the service on Sunday. I was just so much lighter because it was only 3 weeks that I missed, or 2 services, 3 weeks, and I was just like, oh yeah, I don't know where the signal just went then, sorry. Hopefully it was the Holy stopping me from like spilling my gut. I think I know what it was. I had my had my Wi-Fi switched on. I think it was picking up. Oh gosh, yeah, but at least it's. I didn't. Do you know what? On the weeks when I wasn't there, I started watching one of the Southwark Cathedral. Like St. Paul's doesn't live stream theirs, but Southwark does, and they have a lovely choir, like a resident choir that I really appreciate. Here you get like a bit of a Latin mass, like in the, you know, interspersed with the English. So, but here the acoustics are just, yeah, I do. I get about in my spare maybe dinner hour. Yeah, yeah. So the acoustics are just, yeah. Let me sit down, man. If you sit in a certain seat, our goose gander just said the magic, absolutely magic words. Oh, do you know what? I think I might. It's horrible. Like, it's so weird. Like, I didn't rely on YouTube money at all whatsoever. But then I'm quite like conscious of, not even Christmas. Like, I'm not in need. I'm not. But it's so weird. Like yesterday, I went shopping. I haven't been shopping for ages, food shopping, because I just felt too weak. And I finally went, and then I myself putting stuff back at the end, and I was like, and in my mind it was like, no, that's a nice round number, but I don't know what that is. But whatever. Right, let's have a ciggy and chill out, and then yeah, I probably have to let you all go because, like I say, there'll be no signal in the crypt, and it costs like 20 quid to walk around. Maybe like when my monetization is, if they ever give it back. Like, yeah, maybe we'll do that. But there's so many churches that are free to walk into. It's just that on Sundays when I'm in there, like for the service, I'm not allowed to take photos. So, right, let me just. Ah, shiz. Okay, let's try this one. I need one. Do you know what I need? I need one of those like windproof Bunsen burner type things, whatever they are, lighters. That's the word. 2 seconds. Oh, so close. The bloody wind. All right, come back with me. Sorry. Oh, just not quite 100% yet. Just right. Let's sort this. How am I gonna? Right. Have a look at the ceiling. Or the ceiling. The sky at a moment. There you go. Bob's your uncle. In fact, instead of watching me poisoning myself, let me show you just that a minute. So I think at one point maybe that was the front door, as it were, but that's the side of the altar. Like, that's one of the apses. I don't know what the plural is. Up there, the dome, let me not fall with the camera. That dome is the Whispering Gallery. So the acoustics in there, if you stand, there are, not on the outside, but on the inside also, there's a balcony all around. And if you stand on one side and you face the wall and you whisper, a person on the other side can clearly hear it. So if you can imagine, the choir is beneath that, basically, on Sundays. Oh, do you know what I got? I recorded a little snippet of it for for someone I care about, because they couldn't get to church. And yeah, I don't know how to upload audio. I do. What a fibber. I just put it in my editing software and add a picture. So it's only like a 1.5-minute clip. And obviously the mic is a bit like shizzle. But I do have a mic. JC gave me one, but how can you bowl into a church wearing a like mic'd up? It's a bit much, really. But yeah, anywho. I'm excited to go in and get my stuffs. Orthodox more, gosh, where do we start? No reason. They wouldn't tell me, basically. They took down a video saying that I was glorifying or promoting violence or hate or something like redundantly like asinine. And I said, oh, what, you mean like in the countless videos about persecution where I denounce violence, you mean like? And then obviously they didn't answer me, so they removed the video. Like in, yeah, I can't go into it, but like when I get you all to Discord, I'll tell you the funny thing about that. But either way, they removed the video, and they gave me a community strike warning, not a strike, just a warning. And it said, if this will remain on your channel, if you do any other like verboten, you know what I mean, like if you upset the Stasi anymore, then we will it means you can't upload for 7 days, and if you do it again, like we'll tell your mum or whatever it was, and you're not allowed any pocket money, and you have to go immediately to bed. So I didn't do anything more. I put an Spurgeon video, if you'll remember, like the Unity in Christ, which I think is one of the most beautiful sermons, even though I probably like butchered it with my voice, but it was just like nice, nothing controversial, because the video they took down, it was populism, it was Muslims attacking themselves, because it was, yeah. So I didn't promote it, I didn't speak about it, I wasn't in the video one bit. Either way, so they gave me that community strike, and then I put up Spurgeon. The next day I got an email or a note saying your entire channel has been demonetized. Like zero procedure or protocol, like I still have the warning up, if that makes sense. And then I thought, well, let me appeal the video. Couldn't get a hold of them. Let me appeal the video without appealing the video. I used the little box they give you to give them my 180 characters or whatever crap it was, and they just ignored me. And I said to them, like, oh no, I'm telling fibs. They came back to me. Let me come back to me. Like, okay. They came back to me, and so it was a 50-odd minute video, and I don't know if you can all still hear me. So they replied to my like pseudo appeal and said, we have re-evaluated the video and it will remain removed. And and that was 6 minutes after I sent the video, sent the request, and it was a 50-minute vid. So they're trying to tell me that they are time travelers, and yeah, they just felt like it. And also I know I know for 100%, I can't properly tell you why, but I know it wasn't the AI that flagged the video. I know it was I'm going to go with human beings, but it might be a stretch of the definition. So yeah, that's why. No reason. And then I found some little intern girl who was actually responding to my emails. I was like, oh my gosh. And she apologized. She said, I see that there's like, you know, I see what you're saying. There's no rhyme or reason. Like, and then I got a properly spelled, grammatically correct email from her line manager saying, or pretty, like a bit patronizing. And then I asked again, I just keep saying to them, because now they say you have to reapply to be demonetized. That takes another month / whatever. But I said, if you could just, like, you've removed the content, every appeal I ever do or every review I do, because they automatically limit my ads, you uphold 97% of them. The other ones, the video remains there. I said, if you could just like point me in the direction of what your problem is, then I will happily edit / remove. And they can't tell me because I don't think they know. Like, it's just arbitrary promoting hate, and I'm like, promoting hate. What? Like, I'm not saying like I'm smoking a peace pipe or anything, but yeah, a video of people being violent with themselves. I mean, if I'd have put a Benny Hill theme track to it, like, I'd have got away with it, because it's sad, but it's also hilarious. Like, I've got an idea why they're all battering themselves, but kind of my beeswax. I'm not telling people to do it. I would, even if I did, who's listening to me? But I wouldn't, because love is the answer. It doesn't even matter what the question is, unless it's like a mathematical equation, obviously. But yeah, it's definitely the answer. Hate is not, it's not the way. Like, it's poison, it's cancerous, basically. And I find it very difficult to do a little bit of hating. It's like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. And I'm quite good at it. So I choose, by the power of the Holy Spirit, not to do it even a smidge. Can't do it. And I'd have a cheek anyway, because you've got to love. Because if I can manage to love myself, some of the stuff I've got up to in my life, you know, those mornings where you're just like that to the mirror, like you're come back. I can't believe it. You're still at the core. Still love yourself. Because we are made in the image of God, and He loves us. And like, how do we know better than Him? You know what I mean? And He loves those other sinners, other meaning including ourselves most of the time. Because I was saying it to a friend of mine last night, like, it's not a done deal. I mean, the salvation is a done deal. As long as you don't blaspheme the Spirit, but oh God, get circumcised, but it's not going to happen with me. And even then, you can be circumcised, obviously, but just not trying to circumvent Christ's sacrifice. But other than that, you're in like Flynn, as it were. But the sin, like Paul, God bless him. Yeah, like if he was speaking about like his struggle with sin, or his, you know, then I'm in decent company at least. Like, you know, it's just trying to. Oh yeah, I forgot what I'm doing now. I'm trying to show you the shiz. Yeah, I got onto my sinning again. Confession is such a good thing. I don't mean like, you know, go to a priest in a box way. I mean, if that's your vibe, then by all means do it. But so this is the front, the real front, as it were. Those, yep, doors that way, and then we are going. Literally, it says going over there. We are going this way. Oh, I'd love to take you in, but I just know they won't have a bar of it. I know the girl on the, not know her, but I recognise the girl on the door. Please God, that's open. Sorry, I just got very dramatic. Phew. Oh, thank God. Right, so still here. The tube station, St Paul's, is that way. You just come out the station. You lovely people. I have to vamoose, to scram, to make like a tree leave. Yeah, well, I don't have to roll my trouser leg up, Bill. It's I think it's kind of and also with you kind of vibe, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So parting is such sweet sorrow, and yeah, I'm gonna do it because yeah. Orthodox Mom, it's lovely to see you. I appreciated your comment the other day. Like, it's not often, like, not being disparaging, but some of your fellows, like some of your brethren, are a bit, I don't know, well, I don't want to say the word because it might be misconstrued as hate as opposed to just like friendly mockery. But yeah, they're very demanding and entitled when it comes to my time, and I spend my time on people that I love, which is obviously you lot, and a select number of others. So yeah, she's waffling again. Yeah, I'm going to press the first button. Let me just see. Orthodox more, don't try it, bro. Until you come out of the madness. They're not my people, mate. They're your people. That's all, like, you know. Stick modine when you like in that little section. I don't know, mate. Anyway, yeah, on that, I'm only teasing. Yeah, on that bombshell, I will do a stream. Well, I hope I will. I had like 3.5 hours sleep again. It's always, I forgot to silence my phone, and then I feel obliged to find out where the fire is, what the drama is. So, Orthodox more. My gosh, I don't know what that means. I'm such a young innocent daughter of Christ over here. So either way, like seriously, but yeah, that is his catchphrase and his like the song of his people. Shiz, he promised me the love of Jesus. Can you believe it? For Mutta. What a front. What kahunas. Anyway, seriously, waffling now. So someone tell me to shut up and get on with my life. Don't do that, because whatever. All right, anyway, I'm going to go. God bless you. I'll see you this evening, even if it's like a half-hour shiz. I will definitely see you all, because love you people. Please remember to pray for somebody, anybody. Choose somebody today. You know, try and do like one act of kindness, even if it's random, even if they don't know. It doesn't have to be the same person. Nigeria, Pakistan, Czech, yada, yada, top 50 Christians everywhere. There's the bells. I feel like Quasimodo now. Oh, 2 o'clock then. Okay, right, I am sure that I want to stop streaming. Thank you, YouTube. I will pray for Orthodox Moore and Mohammed Hamdan, because there's something to be said for like humility at least. And you know, I mean, I'm obviously big in the humble game, very proud of my humility. Lol. Okay, I've got to go now. Seriously, my mouth's getting dry. It's raining. Like, please, someone release me from this verbosity. Right, I'm going. I'm going. Definitely going. God bless you. Like, I can't be on everyone's timeline. Just come and find me or watch it. Yeah. All right. God bless you all. Bye.